Hey guys, today I'm going to be sharing with you some of my recent clearance finds. Now, I've always been sort of a coupon shopper when I can. I love to save money on makeup, but lately especially, because if you don't know me, I'm getting married next year, I have really been trying to get those deals. So I wanted to share with you some of my in-store clearance finds that I got at Ulta. Before we dive in, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe button, share button, and let me know in the comments at the end of this video what you have found hidden in clearance. So the first thing is this Milani Brush Set. Now, whenever I see brushes on clearance, even though I have a billion brushes, I feel like it's a good investment because brushes are gonna last you a while. So I found this 3-piece travel set. Crease all over shadow and blending brush, jet set eye brush kit. And I actually don't think I've ever tried Milani brushes, so I did use these today. I think I got this whole set for like $3 or something crazy like that. So I used this flat shadow brush to do like my all over base color after putting my eyeshadow primer down, which was nice. This little fluffy blending brush reminds me a lot of that Wet n Wild one I use all the time. Let me grab it. This is the one from Wet n Wild. It's filthy. It's so gross looking. But now I've got another one that's very similar. But what I did notice as I was using these today is because it is a travel set, the brushes are so much shorter. Like, I'm very used to having a very long handle, but for these, they're like a little bit thicker and short, so you have to work them a little differently. I didn't have any issue with that, but if you're used to using something a little bit longer, used to, maneuvering your shadow brush that way, it might be a little bit different. This little guy was great for packing some color into the crease, and the one that I was just raving about, again, for blending, you can put some more shadow in your crease. Very soft, but I think this one's gonna be my favorite. The general shape of these, I know because I've used brushes long enough now. I know which ones I grab for more, so I was attracted to these. So I felt like that was a good little find from Milani, and there was also another Milani thing that I picked up, which was this. And I have been eyeing this for a while now, and I had mixed feelings about it. When they do the pans so close together like this, it's not necessarily one that you're gonna wanna use like one selective color. You have to kind of look at this as in what ones are you going to swirl your brush into. And they call this the Luminoso Glow, or maybe that's the shade, Shimmering Face Palette. It says you can use a damp brush to apply and intensify. I didn't do that. Wear alone or layer for multi-dimensional looks. 8 complementary highlighting shades in rich bronzes, rose golds, and coral pinks. So today what I did was I went into these 3 shades right here as my blush, and then I chose this shade here as my highlight. Now this shade to me looks more like a kind of peachy champagne, but when I put it on, it definitely is more of a golden, yeah, you can see that right away. It's definitely more of like a golden highlight, and it does have a little bit of glitter to it. So if you're not into that, you may not like using that one as a highlighter. I haven't tried this shade here. I just kind of stuck to this half of the palette, but I like Milani blushes, so I wasn't really concerned about how it would turn out. It does give you a really glowy cheek look, so this is a very, very glowy look, but yeah, you can use it for more of like deeper tones, a little bit more of like a bronzy blush look, or lighter tones for a pinky look. So I do think it's easy to get into these two as like highlighting shades for someone with my complexion, but again, it was a little more gold than I was expecting. My hair is disgusting today, which is why I put it in a headband. I need to wash it. It's so gross. Moving on, I grabbed these 2 little shimmer drop things from Cover FX. If you haven't seen in Ulta stores, sometimes they do this like yellow ticket special where they'll have it like 50% off one week, like 50% off yellow ticket price, and then it'll be 75% off yellow ticket price, and it'll be 90% off yellow ticket price. So I waited until these were 90% off the yellow ticketed price, so I got them for super cheap. I had actually had this shade Mirage I should probably tell you guys what these are. Glitter drops from Cover FX. I've had Mirage in my like favorites for a really long time and just never bought it because I felt like I didn't need to spend $42 on it. But these are super pretty. I got Mirage and Aurora, and it says these weightless drops of ultra-fine glitter can be used anywhere you want. A lustrous glow, clinically tested, paraben fragrance, gluten, mineral oil, and talc-free, and it's vegan. This one is Aurora. It's so pretty. It's got that kind of pink shift to it, which reminds me a lot of my favorite princess, probably why I picked it up. And Mirage is kind of like a champagne gold, beautiful glitter drops. These can be worn as highlights, but they are very much a traditional glitter. They're not like their custom enhancer drops that were like that strobe sort of, not glitter, strobe look. These are glitter, and you gotta shake them up. What I did today was I mixed some of the shade Mirage in with my lotion and put it all over my chest, in my arms. I don't know if you, I mean, I can see it like insanely, but I did like 1 pump of my lotion, maybe 2 drops of that. It really wasn't much, and it's covering my entire body. Like I just got glitter all over my hands from grabbing the bottle, but what a great way to get that sparkly body look that's so popular for summer. So I was really excited to get it for such a good deal. I hope you guys can see like how sparkly. That's why I'm wearing a tank top, because I wanted to show you guys how much shine there is with, yeah, look at that. Ooh, collarbones. So shiny. It gives that like dewy, wet, just, I'm covered in sparkles, and it took me 2 seconds because I just pumped it in with my lotion. Also, shout out to Nivea lotions. I love them. I got this one on Ulta's website because I haven't seen it in store. And I haven't seen it at Walmart either. Usually I would grab my Nivea lotions at Walmart, but this is the Nourishing Skin Firming with Q10 and vitamin C for dry to very dry skin. I love their lotions. This is one that I've been really liking lately, so I'll give it a little shout out, even though didn't get it on clearance, but I've had it for a little bit of time. I'm just like feeling this glitter, and I think it's gonna be really fun. I have to go to a wedding next weekend. Speaking of, I have been so crazy busy with stuff. Last weekend I was at a wedding. I fell and hit my head. It was great. I'm fine. And then this weekend, yesterday, or the day before yesterday, I went to a wrestling show, which was so much fun. I love going to wrestling shows. And then next weekend, I have a wedding. So it's been a little crazy. All right, the final 2 things that I got on clearance, which was amazing, and I wasn't expecting to grab them because I thought they would be sold out, were these 2 palettes from LA Girl. And I believe they're limited edition. I think they still have them on their website. It's the Hot Heat eyeshadow palettes. Now, when I saw these, I was like, wow, they're so pretty. They've got beautiful colors, but I hadn't used LA Girl eyeshadows before, so I was very hesitant. I want to say these palettes were like $18.99 originally, and I ended up getting both of them for way less than the price of one. So that's the reason I picked these up. I didn't buy them. See, I'm trying to be good about not getting stuff when it first shows up in my line of vision. I'm trying to do those sales. But anyway, the one, I'll show the one I'm not wearing first. This one is the Aloha Vibes, and they have the colors on the back. I like what they were doing with the packaging because I kept a little plastic sheet on so you could see with the names. I like what they're doing with the packaging because whenever I look at other LA Girl eyeshadow palettes, I'm just kind of like, you get that, I hate to say it, but excuse me, you get that sort of cheaper vibe. And I know that doesn't mean that the product's bad. I just hadn't been drawn to the color selections, and just packaging seemed kind of clunky. I feel like I've gotten more picky over time. Ugh, but this looked beautiful, especially with this humongous mirror. I mean, they had to pay a lot of money to get this mirror put in here, I'm guessing. That's probably a lot of the reason for the price of this palette. I haven't played around with this one. I did put the other one on my eyes today. This one is the Vacay Everyday. This was the one that I was drawn to more because it is those warm toned shades, and I feel like this one's more of an everyday palette. Not that I don't already have these shades in my collection, because I absolutely do. The quality isn't fantastic, but it was pretty much what I was expecting. I would say that the shadows in here, the mattes, are great. Very much like when I use like a Wet n Wild or a CoverGirl palette, I find that their mattes tend to be a little more substantial. So I would say the mattes so far in this were really beautiful. I took Energize to set down my eyeshadow primer, which I did use Wet n Wild eyeshadow primer today. A little bit of a throwback, love that stuff. And then I used Resort sort of all over up in this area. And then I used Staycation with that more dense little brush in the crease. And then, what does that say? Sunbathe. I put Sunbathe. Wow, you guys can't even see. I'm terrible. I sunbathe on my lid pretty much out until about here. And then I put Beach Please on the outer edge, which you can't really tell too much of a difference between the shades. And I did not wet the shadows because I wanted you to see them on my eyes without being wet. But I think a lot of these, the shimmers, any shimmers, are going to be a lot more vibrant and pop when they've been wet. I have Getaway as sort of a liner color on the top. If you hear noise, that's Luke coming home. But some of the shimmers are definitely a little more finicky than others. I would say if you look at the colors in the palette, the more chunky ones are going to be more metallic and may not need to be wet as much, where the ones that look like they're a finer texture, they're definitely more of a satiny type of finish on the eye. So I've just been kind of hawk-eyeing the clearance section so that I can still have the joy of trying different things, different new things. Not necessarily new, because some of this stuff is old, it hasn't been out just recently, but to try different things and keep my makeup game kind of spicy. You guys know what I mean. You gotta play around with different stuff and re-spark your creativity. I feel like I've needed that lately. So trying to be very, very good. I got all of this stuff for such good deals, and I want to know what you guys have found on clearance at Ulta, at any of your drugstores. What is it that you found and you had to pick it up? Or maybe you've been eyeing it for a while and you're like, now is the time. Thank you guys so much for sitting down with me. Maybe you're not sitting. Either way, thank you guys so much for watching this video and enjoying makeup. You guys are amazing. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment. And until next time, bye everyone.